Hi, today I want to show you this Canon PIXMA all-in-one wireless color printer. So first, when you open the box, you have 3 of these glossy photo paper samples. Then of course you have the instructions. Next, there is 2 ink cartridges included. And this jet printer actually runs only on 2 cartridges. So one is black and the other cartridge is color. And by the way, I bought this printer with the value pack, which includes the extra ink, because it was worth it for the price. Then you have this relatively long power cord, and then finally the printer itself. Now this printer is technically black color, but actually it looks more like dark gray. So before I'm gonna test it with printing, let's talk about where to put the paper and etc. So you have 2 paper cassettes in front. Mainly though, I use the cassette on the bottom mostly. And when you open the cassette and you have leather paper format, of course you will push the sliders to the side, so it will fit the paper. Now when you leave the tab lid of the printer, there is the scanner, and of course that will be also used for copying the papers and etc. And then when you go down a little bit on the printer and you lift up this part of the printer on the side, that's where the printing head is, and that's where the ink is gonna go. Now to add the ink to the printer, make sure the printer is on first. Then open the printer up so the head will move. Next, open the gray covers in the printer. And then pull the orange tape out of the ink. Put the ink inside and close everything up. And you also have another paper compartment or slot, and that's on the back of the printer. So if you want to print photos, for example, on a 4x6 inches paper or other size paper, obviously, you will open this compartment and put the photo paper there. Now, first time you put the power on in this printer, it will basically tell you that it needs to do printer head alignment, and it will also ask you to put 2 leather paper sheets in the bottom drawer. And the process, by the way, is pretty quick. It literally takes a few minutes. Now, when this alignment is finished, you will have these 2 printed papers, and the printer is pretty much ready to use, but of course you will need to set up the Wi-Fi. So there is an app you can use, but I personally hook up the iPhone or the computer to the printer's Wi-Fi, and it works nicely. So once that step is already done, you can pretty much choose the document, photo, and etc. Then click print, and there is few print options. Also, you have the choice if you want the copies to be black and white only, or color, obviously the paper format, and etc. And then once you click print, this printer works with the phone really nicely, and obviously it depends on the quality and the size of the paper you're actually printing. But generally this printer is pretty fast actually, and if you're just gonna copy in black and white some text, for example, then this printer is super fast. And speaking about copying papers, you obviously open the tab lid, place the paper you want to copy face down, and then you can adjust if you want black and white copy again or color, and of course you can also adjust how many copies you want and etc. By the way, this printer lets you make 99 copies at a time, but obviously if that's not enough, you can click it again and print more. Now I also printed some photo. Here is the actual phone screen, and here is the photocopy from the printer. Obviously, it will look a little bit better on the phone screen, because the phone screen will be always sharper than the actual print, but the printing quality is still very good though. Plus, I don't think I tweak all the settings all the way up. I'm sure when you're gonna use the app, you can do some extra settings. So I'm really happy with this printer, especially that it prints really fast, and because you can very easily connect it to the smartphone or tablet or even computer using the Wi-Fi, for example. I think this printer with all its functions is worth the price too.